Good Friday afternoon, everyone. I hope that everyone's had a fantastic week. We're excited to join you again, Sammy Kincaid with Deputy Chief Tyler Chandler, Investigative Analyst Taylor Givens, and also Rich Frankich. How you guys doing today? How's your day gone so far on this Friday?
Doing all right.
Doing good.
Doing good. Well, let's start out with a weekly update from Rich because I know people are going to be so excited to hear from Rich. It's been 2 weeks. Oh, well, technically 3 weeks since they've gotten to see you. So I know they'll be excited to hear from you.
Yeah, glad to be back, y'all. Sorry I was out sick for a little while and battling some hurt back issues. So glad to be back. Missed everybody. Thanks for I actually got welcome back emails earlier today from some of our staff too. So glad to be back.
We're glad to have you back, Rich. We have missed you, and we just don't do this as well without you.
We don't.
Hey, DC, you were doing great with the stats I was watching. So
all right. As long as you
all right, so
give that.
rolling right into it, week of February 8th through February the 14th, getting right into our numbers, 824 police calls, 106 fire department calls, 15 crime reports, 86 arrest charges, 394 traffic stops, 166 citations, 27 non-injury crashes, and 5 injury crashes. The crash numbers creep down a tiny bit, but still not where we'd like to see them yet. Most of them this week as well were kind of typical. Most of them were distracted driving crashes like usual.
Mm-hmm.
And on the crime reports, we had frauds at 6, 4 family disturbances, a couple each of property damage and theft, and a trespassing report. And on to the arrest charges, some good proactive numbers here this week. At 15 driving on suspended revoked arrests, 14 simple possession of drugs, 11 each of warrants and no driver's license arrests, and 5 possession of drug paraphernalia, 4 DUIs, a few each of shoplifting and domestic assaults. One we don't see terribly often down there, but we had 2 this week, the leaving the scene of a crash with damage. So folks, always make sure if you have a crash, you don't leave the scene because that is a criminal charge.
Yeah.
And then get into the neighborhood and school zone and traffic enforcement efforts. Covered Nicholsville, Waltons Grove, Chandler Point, and Harrington Place subdivisions. 42 stops, 22 citations, and 1 arrest. Some good work by the crew there this week. And on to the Guardian Shield program, the top 3 numbers that everyone really likes to hear about. The stolen cars at 174 recoveries, stolen plates at 70 recoveries, and wanted persons at 117 recoveries. Total elements overall of 541 recoveries since the program's been in place.
Awesome.
That's what I got for you on stats.
Very cool.
That's fantastic. And Taylor, if it's anything, I probably need to listen to this one because I think there's a business that delivers to my house every day, if not every other day. So talk to us about some porch pirates.
So I always try to, give tips and things like that are, applicable to what's going on in this city. So porch pirates, I know I talked about this around Christmas time just because people are getting a lot of packages, but we've had these incidents happen this week. So I felt like it was relevant to talk about it. Just preventing porch pirates and how you can, keep your items safe that you spend your hard-earned money on. You never want it to get stolen. Most of the time it doesn't get recovered. So just a few little things that you can do to hopefully prevent yourself from being a victim of a type of crime like this. It's just get that package as soon as it arrives. I know a lot of us, work, so that may not be an option. But maybe if you have a neighbor that you trust or, family that lives close by that could get the item once it's delivered, getting that item as soon as it's delivered is always a really good idea. Having the sender require a signature. A lot of packages, you can request a signature, and if you're not there, they won't deliver the package. So that's just another type of, authentication that you can do to make sure it's you obtaining the package and not someone else. Pick up your package at a retailer or hub lockers. I know a lot of different vendors are doing this now. They have places at Dollar General and, the UPS store and post office and things like that where, they'll keep your item until you can get there and show them an actual government issued ID. You show it to them and then you can then get your package. And then USPS, they'll always hold packages as well. If you're going on vacation and you think something might come, you can put a hold on your mail. And, they'll hold it until you get back home and go pick it up or unfreeze your mail. And this one's really important, is placing security cameras or doorbell cameras on your front porch. We were able to get a vehicle description just this week from a doorbell camera. It was a really great quality camera. We've been able to look on our LPR and identify that vehicle. So, that really helps us in law enforcement to identify the suspect and try to get positive leads. So really making sure you have cameras around your home and in the your house can really help prevent this as well. So just a few things you can do to kind of prevent yourself from becoming a victim of porch pirates.
That's some
Yeah,
fantastic.
and Taylor, we actually have some incidents of this. It's not a lot, but it
Mhm.
happens in our community,
Right.
and there's ways to prevent it as best as you can. Sometimes we see the thieves; they follow the FedEx trucks, the UPS trucks, the Amazon trucks, because they may know there's a certain kind of package being delivered. Sometimes we think this is related to inside information that they have, and luckily, we're able to work with those different companies to try to figure out who had that information, who shared it, and who knew what was being delivered on that truck. But it's pretty interesting. It's more than just sometimes just looking for boxes. They actually seek out the high dollar items, especially cell phones, in a lot of
Yes.
deliveries.
Yeah. And a lot of the times too, I know we've mentioned this before, is these criminals are coming from other cities to Mount Juliet. So
Right.
I don't want people to think that, Mount Juliet folks are just going around stealing packages. A lot of the times it's just people from other areas just, snooping around and being nosy and finding those packages.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. That's good stuff right there. And I guess Sammy is going to take it
Yeah.
to heart to prevent some theft at her place with all.
I have the security camera, so hopefully I would catch, but hopefully it never happens. But
Right. Absolutely.
yeah, thank you for the tips. I will take those tips and use them. But we have some big giveaways. I don't know if you guys did y'all see the video me and Tyler put out, WD Chief put out earlier this week? We're giving away some big gift cards over the next couple weeks. And today, the first two that we're giving away is $1,000 to Kroger, and then another one, $1,000 to Publix. That's a lot of groceries, you guys.
It
That's huge.
is.
Wasn't it Ezekiel that said last week he has how many kids? 5 kids?
Mhm.
This is the gift card he wants.
Right.
Maybe it's your week this week, Ezekiel. I see you on there.
Yeah,
So
for
do
sure.
you have the numbers?
I do. It's someone in the if you can just leave comments, folks, between 50 and 13,138. So just pick a number between 50 and 13,138. Leave that in the comments, and then we will select 2, right? So
Yeah,
one gift
which I didn't
goes-
mention that this is all because of the census.
Yeah.
That's the number that you're pulling right there is from the census.
Right.
So
And
it is
13,138 is the households that have registered.
that have registered. So we got a 12,782. I like this because we can go on two ends of the spectrum. So 12,782 and then 532.
Yeah, awesome. Let's give Connor a call and to see who those winners may be. So the first will be the 12,782.
So is that one going to go Kroger or Publix?
We'll do Publix.
Okay.
And then we're doing 532 for the Kroger. All right.
Okay.
Connor calling his cell phone. 0586. There it goes.
Hi, Tyler.
Hey, Connor.
How's it going?
Pretty good. We're giving away some big gift cards, $1,000
Yes,
to
we are.
Publix and Kroger. What you got for us?
For the one 12,782, I've got Benny C.
Benny C. Is that BENNYC?
BENNY. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So Benny C, if you are listening or if you know Benny C, let him know that he's going to get a letter from the city that he's won a $1,000 gift card and to come pick it up at City Hall. So 1,000 to Publix for Benny C. What about Kroger, the 532?
All right. I've got J. actually.
Okay, so Jayj. So Jayj. You have a $1,000 gift card to Kroger. So be on the lookout for that letter in the mail from the city of Mount Juliet. It's basically your invitation to come pick it up at Mount Juliet City Hall. So 1,000 to Publix and 1,000 to Kroger. Very cool.
Yeah. And we still have a lot more gift cards to give away next week. We're giving, I wish that I could win, you guys. I'm a little jealous. But if you register for the census, all you have to do is say your name, who all lives in your house, and your address. It's really simple to register at mjcensus.org, and you'll be entered in. If you do the census, there's going to be 3 $1,000 gift cards given away to Amazon next week. So, that we were just talking about this would probably last me a day. That would be fantastic shopping for a day. So that's a lot of stuff you can buy on Amazon. So
That's cool.
3 $1,000 winners next week. So make sure that you do the census just by going to mjcensus.org. And we've also had a lot of city employees that have been going around house to house, door to door, trying to get the census info. So if you do see them, please be nice to them. They're just trying to help out the city and get some money for the city, because every person that does the census, that's $172 per head. So that's a lot of money. That adds up really quick going towards the city.
Yeah, sure is. Well, good. So if you haven't registered, go register, because the city is giving away 3 $1,000 gift cards next week. I guess we're going to do it on our live again on Friday.
Yeah.
Stay tuned to this to see if you're a winner. There is, if more people sign up, there'll be around probably 14,000, 15,000, hopefully, of entries. And 3 of those out of that, it's fairly good odds. I guess better than the lotto, maybe.
Yeah.
Or $1,000 gift cards.
I think it's so great too how the city is able to give back to the residents too, like that.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's
fun.
really blessing somebody.
Absolutely. I think Rich has the weather pulled up for us.
Yeah,
I don't,
sure
like,
do.
I don't like what he has pulled up right now. Look
Yeah,
at
it
that
looks
bottom
cold.
number.
Ugh.
Hey, we're back into that seasonable time of year right now, So today and tonight, overnight tonight, we're looking at some rain. Potential lows in the upper 20s, so it's gonna be a little chilly tonight, y'all. But getting into tomorrow through the weekend, it's gonna be fairly clear. But up into the 30s and 40s through the weekend, and rolling into Monday for the holiday. For those of us that are off Monday for the holiday, woohoo! It'll be a pretty day Monday, up in the 50s. And sunny and clear, so get out and enjoy that on Monday for the holiday. But going into early next week, it's supposed to be mostly sunny and clear, highs up into the 50s and 60s. So we're generally where we need to be for this time of year for temperatures. It's looking pretty good. And right now on the radar, we're not doing too bad. It's moving into the area, but be a couple hours out yet before it gets here. So just be safe when you're out traveling around this evening. Hopefully that blue stuff, as much as I love that blue stuff, hopefully that blue stuff stays to the north, and we should be all right for no travel impacts expected at this point. So,
what's the timing you think you're going to get the rain here?
Last update I heard from the Weather Service was probably sometime late evening. So probably, if I had to guess, rush hour-ish or a little later than rush hour. So shouldn't be too bad for travel impacts for rush hour. Because they're only calling for upwards of around a quarter inch at worst. So,
got it. Well, cool.
Awesome. Want to take some questions?
Thank you for that. Yeah, let's take some questions. If you have questions, just type those in the comments. We'll get to it. If you don't have many questions, we'll roll out. Cheryl's saying it feels great outside. And Keith, you might need a police escort with that type of gift card. Probably so. And just some folks saying hello. Cheryl's question, how come school parking lots are not locked up at night? Example, Mount Juliet High School. So that's most of them. I think because they have a lot of events happening. And overnight, the janitors actually clean the buildings. I know we see that quite a bit. When I was patrolling late into the evening and early morning back in the day, janitors and stuff was cleaning the building while the children were gone. So that's probably why those gates are really there, I think, for more long-term closures if they have to totally shut stuff down. Always a good question. Opening date for Costco, if known. Do we know that?
Not soon enough.
I just texted Jennifer and Justin to try to find out.
Okay, good. Sammy is phoning a friend. So
I am phoning a friend. So hopefully I hear back soon.
Keith has a question. What is the city ordinance about loud cars? There's actually a state law with the muffler, and it can't really be modified to any extent where it's too loud, in layman's terms. So it is unlawful. I know we do write citations from time to time for that. We always at least like to get folks to give them a warning, right, and give them an opportunity to get that fixed. If they don't get it fixed, they likely get a citation, and that citation also allows them to get it fixed. And if they still don't get it fixed, then they'll have to pay the full amount or go to court for that citation. So,
I got an answer for you.
Go, Keith.
Did you hear me?
What's that?
I got an answer for you.
You got an answer for Costco. What do we got?
Yes, it is going to be the first week in June. Not an exact date, but there will be a ribbon cutting the first week of June. That's it.
Ribbon cutting the first week of June. Okay. So June for Costco. Pretty cool.
Taylor's excited.
I love Costco.
I've never been in one.
This with a good question. Are you able to park on the street in Mount Juliet neighborhoods overnight? So unless you're in a gated community, you cannot between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. It is a city ordinance where you cannot park in the street overnight. You can get a parking permit that allows you just kind of call our dispatch center. That gives you some grace to park on the street if you need to for a couple of days. And then your first citation every 12 months is basically a freebie. And if you get one, there's a grace clause that if you bring it into our police headquarters, the records clerks will check the history. And if you have not had a parking violation within 12 months, it'll be automatically dismissed. So they do that. Our city board of commissioners recently put that grace clause in there just because of complaints we received, some feedback we received, and they thought that was a great idea. Put that in there because some people move to town and just don't know that it's unlawful, even though there's signs across the city at different entrances of the neighborhood. So if someone does get that citation, they can bring it by and it's just dismissed, no cost. And Imad with hello everyone. God bless you guys. Really appreciate all you did for us. Absolutely. And Trevor, the builder at MJ and also a resident, just want to drop in and say hello. It's a pleasure working alongside all of you. We love you. Thank you so much. Ezekiel on the gift cards was a Benny C and a JJ.
You can't say the letters JJ too close to my daughter or she'll go nuts thinking Coco Melon's about to come on the screen. I like how Taylor knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Is that a TV show?
Coco Melon, yep.
Yeah.
It is.
Cute. All right, good deal. Jake, would you like to close us out? Unmute you? Nope. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was muted in the background. Well, have a safe and good weekend. Hopefully the sun stays out and it doesn't get all cold like Rich said. And we will see you guys back here next week. Remember, call us if you need us. We're here to serve you guys.
All right. Take care, folks.